I got to unpack this.
Please.
All right. Did a show. This guy hit me up. He goes, I got a weird show. It pays pretty well, but it's in one of these supper clubs, one of these membership, pay annually, high-end, hot people. Everybody's rich. Everybody's better looking. Everybody's dressed to the nines. Invite only kind of thing.
Okay. Not the place in Pennsylvania we did.
Huh?
Remember you did that one in Pennsylvania, and I did it years later?
That's more of like an Elks Club, like a gentleman thing where they drink scotch and cigar. This is like hip, downtown Manhattanite bullshit. Like a Soho club.
Like me.
Yes.
Downtown Manhattan. A lot of class.
There you go. Keep it classy. So I go, yeah, sure, whatever. He goes, can you do like a half hour? I was like, all right. But these gigs are never great. It's like hot people who are rich are not a great crowd.
I know. We got to work on that.
You need like a Buffalo guy, like a guy who works in a mill in Buffalo. That's a crowd.
Oh, you better believe it.
Or cops or something like that. So I'm like, all right, I'll do it. The money's good, whatever. You get to run 30 minutes in the city. I get in there. This is Swank City. I mean, you got to go take an elevator up to a penthouse. It's all these leather booths with weird light fixtures and curtains everywhere and all this shit. So it's primo. So I go up. I had a pretty good set. I get off, and the head chef, talking the white button-down, big guy, goes, hey, put her there, Dickless. That was a hot show. You ever want to eat here, you let me know. I'll get you in. This is hard to get a table here, but I got you. That was a funny set.
Okay.
Go, all right.
Great.
And usually with those guys, you go, yeah, whatever. All right, I'll see you in hell. And I leave there. A couple days go by. The lady hits me up. She goes, hey, Valentine's is tomorrow. What do you got planned?
All right.
I didn't even think about Valentine. I didn't know it was a thing. I forgot I was married. So I was like, oh, yeah. So I go in the other room. I open up the yellow pages. I call 19 restaurants. They all go, everything's full. It's sold out. Valentine's tomorrow. It's Manhattan.
Right.
So I go, oh, that is a thing. So I come back upstairs. She goes, what do you got, fatty? And I go, I'm working on it. I got some ideas, And I go, oh, I got that guy. So I text him, and I go, hey, Chooch, what do you think for 2 for Valentine's Day? And he's like, geez, it's tomorrow. You're killing me. And I said, well, you said hit me up. And he goes, all right, I'll get you in.
Hey.
So he goes, come by. I'll take care of you. 8 o'clock. Here we go.
Okay.
So then he puts me on a thread with the whole staff. I got the head chef, the manager, the owner, the host, the waiter, and I think he's like, hey, we got a funny man on the blower here, everybody. Buckle up. This guy's coming to Valentine's. Uh-oh, comedy train, choo-choo,
This is already not worth the trouble.
So everybody's going, hey, what's up with this guy? Joe Rogan? Holy shit. And of course, I'm going, yeah, you bup. And one guy goes, not cool. So I've already blown it. I'm trying to be quick and funny and get in, get out, because I don't want to sit on a thread with these guys.
Sure.
So I go, I'm just joking. I'm a comedian. And they go, okay, well, we'll see you Valentine's. And I go, try to save it. I go, I'll bring some Kanye merch, because he just put out, it was right when he put out those swastika shirts.
Right.
And they wrote, oof, or something like that. I was like, you're talking to here.
Right.
Whatever. God, so frustrating. So I'm like, I'm already on thin ice. So I tell the wife, I go, hey, big honcho, I got his dinner date at the hottest club in the city.
Okay.
She goes, never heard of it, but all right. So we go there, and I got to tell you, they rolled out the red carpet. I show up. It's one of these places. It's like a black wall, like the border. And you knock 3 times, and they go, shh. You see eyeballs like a Muslim, and they go, hey, who is it? You go, Mark Norman. And they go, okay. Door opens.
Wow.
Hot women everywhere. Beautiful. It's like a nightclub. There's those stringy things hanging. You got to do this thing. And it's this sexy-ass restaurant, which I never saw. I took an elevator up and went to the penthouse like bar area. This is a nice restaurant. Art Deco, beautiful decor. Everybody's dressed to the nines. You're like, oh, that guy's on Yellowstone. That guy's an NHL player. I think I've seen that guy on Murder, She Wrote. It's a bunch of who's.
Wow.
He's a rapper. He's a DJ, whatever it is. So the chef guy goes, come on in here. He gives me a great table, and he goes, you guys order what you want, baby. I got you. And I'm like, all right, here we go. So we get a couple of cocktails. She can drink again. She never stopped. I get some martinis. She gets a couple of spicy margs. The guy comes over with the menu. He's holding it open. He goes, just point to anything. And I go, well, we'll take some oysters. How about the this? He goes, you got to get the caviar. And I go, all right, I'll get the caviar. We get the caviar.
Caviar.
Yeah. Then he goes, what about the appetite? I go, this. How about, he goes, what else? He keeps saying, what else? What else? And I go, we'll take the lamb chops. I'll get the flounder. He goes, what else? And I'm like, I think that's enough food. He's like, it's Valentine's. You might as well splurge. And I was like, okay, we'll take the sushi platter. And he's like, all right. I'm like, that's enough. Because I'm trying to be, I don't want to, this guy's paying for my meal. I don't want to, like,
Right.
overdo it. And now the wife, I'm like, this is pretty good. It's got to be free, because he's like kept saying what else, and he kept saying get this, get that, and she's like, I don't know, I'm not getting free vibes. I'm like, are you kidding me? He told us to come by. He blew me at the door. He rolled out the red carpet. He's holding the menu up, and he's shaking everybody's hand around there. This guy's like a big deal. He's like a celebrity chef apparently.
Okay.
So we finish all this. It was way too much food. It's all unbelievable. The food's incredible. I'm eating a lamb chop. I'm stuffed. I'm overeating because I don't want to waste any of it. Then he goes, you got to get dessert. And I go, sir, we are full. You've been very generous. I cannot get any more food in me. No dessert needed. And he goes, all right. Shows up with a giant apple pie, big scoop of ice cream, whipped cream, nuts. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. We get a couple more drinks. You know where this is going. He shows up. Finally shows up later, and he goes, here's the bill. He leans in. He goes, I took care of the pie. This bill, you don't even want to know how much the bill was.
Pie.
He took care of the pie.
I didn't want the goddamn pie.
I didn't want the pie. He gave me pie.
I mean, it's a nice gesture.
It's a gesture. I'm a court jester.
The pie was probably $38, to be fair.
That's true. But even without the pie, I mean, let's say I paid for the pie. $38 wouldn't make a dent in this bill. This bill was like whatever Doge is working on. This bill was bigger than that. This is like USAID. This is like a trans play of Little Women in Kuwait.
So what? So I'm confused by the whole thing, because when he
please,
is this a real restaurant or a supper club? I don't know what's going on.
It's a restaurant and a bar and like a nightclub. Yeah, it's like 4 floors of horrors. It just keeps going.
So I thought you were getting the hook up to the club. To the you can get in or something.
Well, I think the head chef, he's like a celebrity guy. He's like Emerald.
Can you say the name of the restaurant, or is that gonna get you a shot?
Well, I probably can't go back because I had to put out a lien on the house to pay for the goddamn bill. But it's called the Flying Fish.
Flying Fish.
It's a brand. Give it a go. Chuck, can you hit that red button on the remote there behind you? It's sweltering in here.
It's a little toasty.
Yeah.
You could cook a flying fish in here. I don't give a flying fish.
Exactly.
So, all right. So,
try to get an Asian to say that.
That wasn't. That was a dirt bike taking. I retired the voice. That was.
I've never seen a dirt bike chop.
That was Evil Knievel. So you go to the Flying Fish, and is there any implication what did he say exactly when you left the gig?
Okay.
When you left the gig, what were his exact words and facial expression?
You ever want to come back? I'll take care of you. Take care.
Take care means pay, but maybe he means take care means in chef talk. I think take care means I'll cook you up something special. I'll put the spices on.
I think you're right.
I'll give you ketchup and sugar or whatever.
Well, the what else was very confusing. What else you want? What else you want? He kept forcing it. He upsold me on free.
I know,
what I
but
thought was free.
I think he's saying you're gonna really love, or maybe he thought that, and then he went back there, and they were like, "What are you out of your mind? We can't give some asshole this. We got Wayne Gretzky and Steve Kerr out here. We can't be giving Mark Norman something."
I concur, but I'm just saying it's a little shady. It's a little misleading.
Well, it's not transparent.
Yes, I like If he would have gone, geez, you're getting a lot of food there. I mean, can you afford all that? I'd be like, okay, now I know where I'm at.
But he assumes you're a big celebrity. You did the supper club. They probably paid you $350,000 for the gig, so he knows what kind of cake you got.
I
or
guess.
Apple pie you got.
Well, the profit margin was cut after that meal. Yeah. So that left us. So the Valentine's was ruined.